Today I hopped into the App Store and I checked out what Apple was recommending for me, the best new games, and I already saw a couple of games on this list here today that look pretty good to me, so we're gonna dive into it and I'm gonna let you know if I think they look like they're gonna be alright to play and worth you checking out. So let's get in there. First game is Arena Breakout Shoot and Loot. This game I've been really excited for. It's been in production for a while and it's really supposed to do big things. There's a lot of promotion behind it as well, and I anticipate this one doing well. Now, we featured it here on the channel before. It's a very realistic looking drop in, loot people, and then battle it out style game. I like it because it reminds me of something a little bit more realistic, like less of a Call of Duty and Fortnite and more of a Battlegrounds type of game. To be honest, this is one of the first ones, and this is also one of the newest ones to actually release, so you can dive into it now if you're looking for a shooter that's really good and that's not Call of Duty and not PUBG, and Warzone's not out yet, so you got another option right here to mess around with until it drops, and maybe you'll fall in love. It looks really good. Bug Snacks, love the name. It sits here for $10. And right now it has only 11 ratings with 4.2 stars. But one thing, when you got a game that has a price tag, well, you know you're not gonna have to mess with microtransactions. And what we're looking at here is a cartoony style adventure game that definitely has an atmospheric look to it and a feel that's very different than others. It's a first person style game where all you see are green fuzzy hands, which is kind of cool if you're into that kind of thing as well. It seems that we're going to have different types of puzzles and things that you need to figure out inside of the game so you can progress from the beginning until the end. Makes sense. This one looks cool if you're looking for something that really is going to stimulate your mind a bit and also be cute at the same time. Lost in Play, 4.9 stars on 115 ratings. Very good start. Now, Lost in Play is a puzzle style game where you and your sister are out together trying to find your way through the world. I absolutely love the art style in this one. Super casual, but at the same time, it's super crisp. What I don't like are puzzle style games. So for me, this is one I would avoid because of that reason only. But if you're a puzzle style game player, this is one that you should probably check out. Angry King. Scary game. All right, 4.7 stars with 403 ratings. So this one's been around a little bit longer, a little bit more played, and it still has a really solid rating. Now, as we mentioned, it also is a puzzle style game, and I, again, don't like those types of games. I'm into the horror style games though, and this definitely does have that feel where you see nothing but what you're carrying, no hands, no face, no toes, no nothing, but you're trying to find your way through the map and figure out puzzles along the way. A little bit of jump scares here and there, and the king looks a little bit creepy. Yeah, he totally does. So we'll see what you guys think of this one. For me, I wouldn't play because of the genre, but it looks all right. War Moon Awakening, 5 stars. Only 7 ratings though for this card game. So all we're given here are a couple of images for this card game, and from what we can see, yeah, not much. We're really not seeing much here. Even searching the web for it, very little information. So yeah, if you're looking for something that's kind of a mystery, you could try it. Tongue Escape, free to play game, 3.4 stars though. Only 5 ratings. Now, as you can see on this one, you need to find your way through the levels utilizing only your tongue. You need to avoid all the things that could be harmful along the way, and you need to make sure that you get to the end of the stage. You're gonna have enemies, you're gonna have spikes, you're gonna have other things that can just get in the way. What I don't like is the advertisement sitting on the bottom of the screen. Plus, this one seems to be a little bit on the ad heavy tip, which may be part of the reason why it got the only 3 point whatever rating. It looks like a fun casual game though. If you're looking for something that you could just spend a few minutes in and pop into a couple of times a day, this one looks fun. If you want to kind of have to think about things, you know, find your way around, be smart. Rally Clash, another racing but casual style game, a vertical one at that, sitting with 4.4 stars, but only 121 rankings. One of the things I do like about this one is the vertical style. You really never see racing games with the vertical format like this one right here, so having that, it's kind of cool. Also, it's not your typical racing style game. It seems more like a demolition derby style game, but also you have jumps, you're in the mud and the dirt. It seems really cool on the track. Again, this is no Need for Speed, but this is definitely a fun casual style one. All right, so which one of these games are you thinking of downloading? No, you need to let me know in the comments. Drop down, let me know which of these games you're thinking of downloading right now. And if you're liking these kinds of videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on my next one, because that would be sad. Cafe Master Story. You know I love this one. 4.8 stars, 45 ratings. This one costs you $6. And as I mentioned, it's a casual style game, but you're working in a coffee shop, man. Now, who doesn't want to work or be around a coffee shop? Who wouldn't want a cup of coffee right now? I know that I would help me stay up in the late evening where I'm trying to record videos, but I will say super casual style game where you need to make your way through the day as a person that works inside of the coffee shop, serving others, creating great cups of joe, and just casual fun inside of this one. If you're into like a simulation style, just live your lifestyle game. Next up, we have Teeny Tiny Town, and this one has 4.4 stars on 421 ratings. And Teeny Tiny Town is a board style casual game where you are doing exactly that, building and creating and having your teeny tiny town actually work. Super casual, laid back style game, like a sim style game, but very, very dumbed down and much more simplified. I love the idea of this one. I could see it be really addicting and super fun. It's one that you should probably check out. I like it. Next up is Gravity Golfing with 4.5 stars on only 18 ratings. And why does so many of these games not have a trailer in the App Store? Wouldn't you want to see what it actually looks like before you download the game? I don't get that. If you're a mobile game developer, even if you're a little small person making games, put some footage in the game advertisement so that people like me can say, yeah, I want to play that because that looks cool. You just can't tell from the pictures. All right, now let's look at some footage and see what it's all about. Well, it's a vertical style golfing game in a gravity-less world. We've actually featured quite a few golf games recently. Coffee Golf has been one of my favorites. It's on my phone and I've been playing it lately. This one here is more of a puzzle style golf game. I'd prefer to play a golf game that was more like real golf, even if it's simplified and dumbed down. The gravity thing is quirky, but more making it like a puzzle-esque style game. I'm glad we were able to find some footage of this one now, aren't I? McPixel 3, this is a $3 game. It has 5 stars, but only 3 ratings. And this one is a pixel style shooter and fighter game. I mean, you're really doing everything in every realm. Look at all the different types of gameplay you have from this one. It reminds me of about 100 different games from back in the old school Atari and Nintendo days. But it looks all right. Did it just lick an eyeball? Now that's a must download. MLB 9 Innings Rivals. This with 4.2 stars and 568 ratings. This is one that my kids both downloaded on their iPads and they're loving it. In this one, as you can see, you have another vertical style baseball game here where you have obviously one team versus another. It's an extremely fun casual style game with graphics that are pretty impressive for mobile as well. I like that it's vertical, another way to play a sports style game in a less serious kind of way. Pitching is awesome. Batting is even better. Home runs are the best. It's a really solid baseball game that we have another option for here on mobile, because remember, we've spoken about it before. There's not a lot of sports mobile games, but there's more coming. Yeah, Harry Potter Magic Awakened. Everyone knows this one came out and everyone knows that it's awesome. 4.7 stars, 18,000 ratings, 26 on the charts. It's a really good game. I mean, it's Harry Potter. And this is one that I actually downloaded, tested out, tried out a little bit. It wasn't actually for me. There was a lot of story. There's a lot of turn-based strategy action inside of this one. For me, it was something that just didn't really catch me. I'm also not a massive fan of Harry Potter. I read the books back in the day, watched the movies, but you know, I don't need to play the game too. Now, with that being said, I know I'm in the minority. I know most people absolutely love this game and are playing it right now on their phones. So if you're the majority, then you should join them. Clute Arena. This one looks cool. 4.6 stars on 103 ratings. And this one's said to be an action game, but it is very different. A PvP action. Looks like a marble rolling, knocking kind of game. This actually looks like a lot of fun. I don't think this one's gonna like get massive or anything in the App Store, but the ability to upgrade and, as you saw, evolve your characters, which look like monsters on balls, looks cool. So that's a handful of what's new. What do you think about them?